Greetings everyone. This is the Crypto Master Preneur Coach, Funeka Ngxitho here. Today I'm going to attempt to explain with using visuals, pictures, what I mean by different seasons. And I couldn't have gotten a better picture than this one. This is the best picture to explain what I'm talking about. If you look at March here, you can see that this bear just had fair, tiny. Even the raw doesn't just make much sense. But if you look at April, it starts to form. You can see the shape and there is horns. Something is growing there. If you look at May, you can see the shape, even the backside is starting to be prominent as opposed to there. And there is not even in existence. And you can see that the structure is starting to be strong and formidable. And there's a bull hair that is growing there. It looks like a bear there. It might look like a cow here. But here you can't mistake it to a bear and a cow. And when it gets to June, you can see the muscles and the bone structure. And even the feet prominent and strong. And the hair has grown. It almost looks like that of a lion. And even the face, if you look at this face, and that face, it's not the same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, in my own way, all I am trying to teach you here is to say, if you were in any way, if you went and bought a seed for tomatoes, and you digged a hole this morning and you put it down, and in the evening there's a big tree with many beautiful red tomatoes for you to eat, I'm sure you will get a shock of your life. You probably won't eat them because it is out of their nature. Anything that needs to grow, some of these things you need to feminate the soil, tend the soil, put manure, put fertilizers, put water, soften it, and maybe then put the seed. And even the seed, some seeds you must put them deeper, some midway, some just at the top. And then you nurture that, and it builds up into something very strong. You put a seed that looks like it's dead in the soil, and it grows into this beautiful gift once it sprouts out of the soil. And it takes some doing for a seed to come above the soil. The soil, you will notice it will crack, make a way for the leaves to come out, the tree of whatever you've planted to come out. And even sometimes when it comes out folded. It's not even showing what it is. And after some time, it will sprout out and it will start unfolding, and you will start realizing, you can even look at it and tell what type of a plant that is. And then it grows from there. And some seeds also need another year or two even after they come out of the soil. And some in just few weeks they'll start giving you fruit. They start bear something to you. So cryptocurrencies are not different. You can't just buy a token today, in the morning, and in the evening you're a multi-millionaire. It makes no sense. You will gain some gains slowly and surely every day. But also it will depend on which season of the cryptocurrency market are you at. Are you at this season? Or are you at this season? Or are you at this season? Or indeed, are you at this season? You need to understand the collective of the cycles, the seasons in those markets. You can only imagine what happens in July by just looking at these pictures on how big this bull really looks like. But at the same time, you can imagine how small this bull was in February, but how smaller it was in January. Or was it much bigger in December, or was it just a baby? You see, so you need to be able to categorize the months into seasons. When you do that, you will not expect the performance of such a bull from such a small bull. Because tokens will perform and behave in a certain way in different seasons. And because tokens do not come from the same tree, they will behave differently in certain seasons, because even if you were right now, if you plant a seed of mealies, it will probably won't even grow. It will die in the soil because it's not the right time to plant it. But if you plant anything that is nectarine, it will probably surprise you by sprouting out in 3 to 7 weeks. And after that, it might start giving you something you can actually eat and enjoy. So, it's not so much the types of tokens, it's which tokens as well, from which industry, for what use case, as well as is that token coming from the history of ICOs, CIOs. All of that is factored in for you to get a certain amount of gains. Not all the tokens will give the same amount of gains or returns. And some tokens might stay at this stage and not sprout out into that stage. You need to understand all of those things and why they happen, or how they could possibly happen. I know tokens that when planted in January season, come June, they look like this. Why? It's because their sector where they are does not move as fast as the other ones. So the knowledge behind digital assets becomes critical. Understanding the ecosystem as a whole, holistically, how money moves, how money was made, and why money was made, and exactly who benefits, and follow what the market does, not what they say. As I always say in my trainings, follow the money. Okay, follow the wealthy. Which tokens are they accumulating? At what point in time? Don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do. That is very, very important. If there was ever a time when you need to be in the digital asset industry, it's when those who own money say, stay away from these tokens. You need to start accumulating. I am hoping that with this picture I've given you an idea of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about seasons in cryptocurrencies. But I have to go. We will talk again. This is the Crypto Master Preneur Coach, Funeka Ngxitho. See you soon. Love you all. Bye for now.